Hey gamers, how you doing? All right. So I originally created this extension because I wanted to be, grab monsters really fast and put them in the CT. Mainly because a lot of stuff that I use is like from PDFs or documents or something like this. I don't always run stuff that's actually already in Fantasy Grounds, especially if I'm on a pickup game and I'm running something really quick. So the one thing I always had to do at the like if I generated a used the AI or something, generated an adventure, an encounter or something like that, you know, I would have to go over here and I would grab and build a parcel and all that stuff, right in the middle of the game. So I don't always have prep time to do that, but if I don't, or if I just want to throw a monster in there, if I just, for whatever reason, the players do something, they like, oh, I'm just going to sit here for 8 hours, or whatever. I need some monsters and stuff real fast. So basically, I created this. So if I wanted an orc, press this, and I'll get me an orc. And then I can put in a number of orcs I want. Ooh, 20. That's a bit much. Do 5. And then I just hit add to CT, and I got my orcs in the CT. If I needed the encounter for some reason, like I wanted to drop this into my party sheet in here for the experience points, then I can have that. I can do that. All right. So, like I said, I originally made this so I could just grab something really quick. If I need an encounter. So if I just wanted this hobgoblins, some orcs, and some goblins, real quick, I can do that, and then I'll get all that. So get yeah, hobgoblin captain. Let's get me a couple orcs. Let's say like 6 orcs. And then I'm gonna go out here and grab me some. Let's grab some. Kobolds popped up in there. That's interesting. Let me grab me some goblin. Or the cutthroats. I don't know what those are. I'll grab one of those. And then I can put them in the CT, and there we go. I got them all there in the CT. So what this is, so delete this. So what this is doing, this is grabbing from all your books that you have open. Okay, so you can see here the Monster Man expansion set. I have my own World of Ethica exotic monster manual. Here's the basic D&D one. Um, the Volo is down here somewhere, or the Mordenkainen or whatever. But anyway, any book that you got open, it grabs it from here. All right. So that's the reason why I created it. Because if I wanted something real big, if I wanted something really quick, oh, I'm trying to spell tree it. Is it tree it? I think. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if I wanted to tree it really quick or black roof tree it or something like that, and boom, I got it. Nope. Okay. So enough of that. So that's why I originally created just for a faster way for me to get monsters and put them into the CT, so I don't have to do it while I'm sitting there with my players if I don't have stuff pre set up. So then I kind of expanded this down here to random encounters. So what this does, this grabs from all the basic D&D books that you have open. Okay, because these are pre-built tables. I went on the internet and I grabbed as many random tables as I possibly could do, put them into spreadsheets and all that other stuff, and coded them and had them put in here. So these are pre-built to grab from those books. Okay, so all the monsters are unique to those books. I might have missed a few because a couple times I'll get some blanks here, but I grab as many as I possibly can, and so no matter what, you can get you some random encounters, and it's pretty random. So let's say if I was going into the forest, and let's say tier, let's say we're going to 2. All right, so there you go. So now this is what I'm talking about. So it's basically grabbing monsters from this book and from the regular D&D book. So if you didn't have this book, then you can go ahead and grab monsters from there. But since I had that book, I can go ahead and click it, and then it generates the monsters for me, and then I can throw them into the CT like that. All right, so I can click this as many times as I want, get me some random count with it, ask the quantities, and throw them into the CT. I can do that as much as I want, grab whatever I want and throw it into the CT. All right. So let me delete that. All right. So like I say, these grabs from all. Let me see if I can. Oh, yeah, let's do this one here. Here's the Volo book. Oh, come on. You see, it tells you. Oh, this got. Oh, actually, this came from the set for the Volo, but it actually came from the multi universe. So I guess well, the Volo. I think when the multi universe kind of combined a lot of the monsters, so it saw that it was in there as well. So I guess it just grabbed it there, even though this says this. All right. So so basically that's what happened. This will only pop up if it's grabbing it from one of the books that you don't have. All right. Anything else? So not really explaining this. This is pretty self-explanatory. So if you want the specific monsters, you can type the names in here and hit that, and then put, then come down here and put how many you want. Or if you want to do some sort of random encounter, like you can go to the Arctic, coasted, desert, green, grasslands, hills. You can see if you want to do cave encounters, you can do cave encounters. Okay. Let's give you some cave. Oh, wow, two young dragons, nice. So if you want to do temples, come in here and give you some temple encounters. Here you got some gold boards. So depending on what location you're running in, I guess you could use this to build, you know, travel encounter or some sort. That people are traveling across the land, so you do it. But for whatever reason, you can use this to build your dungeon. You come in here, and then let's say you just had a dungeon crawl. So you come in here, you just want see what for the monsters in some rooms, here, and then there you go. There's some shadows in that room. The players move to another room. Okay, they got a death giant in that room. So I mean, you can just have a map open and just have players go through and then choose whether it's an account in that room, and then boom, you can put some stuff in the room. So however you want to use this, I mean, you can use this any kind of way you like. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this extension and happy gaming. Thanks. Bye.